Good morning, Internet. We have another New York Times Sudoku for you today on Thursday, the 20th of August 2020. And let's jump straight into it. I can see 3 ones pointing into this cage, giving us a 1 here already, giving us another pointed pair. I got a pair of 1s here because of this one and that one looking up. And I think that's sort of 1s. I can see a 2 here because of these 2 2s. And another pair of 2s here because of these 2s locking the row and this 2 locking the column. And I think that's it. 3s, I see 3s over here as a pointed pair because of this 3 seeing into these 2 cells. So that doesn't give me another pointed pair. What about 4s? 4s, they don't interact very well because they're lined up in the same row. 5s, we've only got 1 5, so that's our weak number of the day. 6s, these 2 6s locks the 6 is the pointed pair here, but these 2 6s actually gives us another pointed pair to the right, which means we've got ourselves a 6. So we've got another 6 here thanks to these 2 6s and that column being locked. So that unlocks another 1 for us, which means we've got a pair of 1s over here because of this one locking that column as well. Anything else? So let's go back to 6s. We can continue to build another pair of 6s thanks to this one, and I think that sort of 6 is done. So now we have a powerful corner here with nothing pointing into it, so that's a shame. Oh no, that's a lie. I've got a pair of 9s here, but 1, 6 and 7 are already in the cell, in the cage, so only the 9 interacts. I've got 1 and 6 here, so nothing else happening. So let's go back to 7s. Well, these 2 7s interact, locking another pair of 7s here, which creates a 6-7 pair. And got another pair of 7s here because of these 2 7s locking the row and 1 locking the column. And I think that's sort of 7s I can do. I've got another weak number here in the form of an 8, so 5 was the other weak number, wasn't it? So okay, 8, I've got a pair of 8s there thanks to these this arrangement, which doesn't give me anything else. So let's move on to 9s. 9s, we've got a pair of 9s over here because of these 2 9s. We've already established a pointed pair of 9s here, which actually gives us another pair of pointed 9s. And we've got a single 9 here because of this 9 locking the remaining 3 playable cells, with the 6 and 7 pair locks the 9 over there. So now we have another pair of 9s available for us, and I think that's all the 9s. So I think we're going to do another round before we try and look at the weak numbers. So this one and these 2 ones locks a pair in there. I think that's sort of ones I can do. I've got 3 ones here which are unresolvable, but the other ones are pencil marked in. What about the 2s? 2, 2, 2, 2. So I've got a pair of 2s there because of these 2s and that 2. And I think that's all the 2s we can do. Again, we've got 3 possibilities over there and 3 over here, unresolvable as yet. So 3s, has that changed in any shape or form? No, it hasn't. Yeah, still locked in those cells, so nothing I can do about that. What about a 4s? Has that changed? Yes, we've got pointed pair of 4s now, which gives us another 4 because of this 4 locking those cells. And with that, we've got another pair of 4s over here, since this 4 looks into those cells. And since this 4 locks that cell, the 4 has to be on row 2s and 3. And I've already got a pair of 4s locked in rows 2 and 3 in this cage. So the 4 can't be on the top row. in these two cages, therefore it has to be over here somewhere. I am going to pencil mark all three of them in just for clarity's sake for later, in case I forget. So fives is still a weak number. Sixes, 6, 6, 6. 6, nothing on 6 I don't think. So 5 and 7 are the weak numbers. No, hold on. No, 7's not weak. It's 8. That's the weak number. Okay. So 7, 7. Yep, got another pair of 7s over here. I should have spotted that before. And let's see. 7. So I can't see anything else with 7s, so let's move on to 8s. I don't expect anything from 8s, and indeed we haven't got anything on 8s. And 9s are all pencil marked in. Okay, so let's start by looking for weak areas first. We've got a triple here, but they don't interact with anything else. That said, we know there's a pair of 8s there because of this pointer pair of 8s. And 3 can go in all 3 cells, as well as the 5. Okay. We've got another triple here, which are 3, 5, and 8. Well, we've got 5 and 8 here, so there we go. There's our weak numbers helping us out. So we've got 8 and 5, but that's not resolvable just yet. And this 3, in conjunction with that, locks a pointer pair of 3s over here, and the pointer sees this 3, locking a 3 over here, which unlocks the 1 as well, which in turn means a 1 has to be in there because of these two 1s. But before I do anything else, this 3 also unlocks a 3 over there, and I think that's the dead end. So this 1 push an 8 out, which resolves the 2 and the 8, and therefore that leaves me a 9, which resolves this 9 and this 3. So that's quite a good combo there. The 3 points over there gives me a pointer pair of 3s, and I've got another pair of 3s over here thanks to this new 3. So rewinding back, I put in the 3. What about the 9s? This 9 eliminates that, so I think, oh no, I thought that was all the 9s, but I've still got an X-wing of 9s over there. What about the 6s? I don't think I populated the 6s, but the 1 eliminates that 1, gives me the 1 and 7 over here. Now these two 7 interact, locks a pair of 7s down there. So let's see, we can't do anything with the 7s. There's been a lot of actions going on. I can't actually keep track of what else is happening anymore. I can see another pair of 3s here because of this 3 and this 3. Trying to think if we can do anything else with this. So the 8 is locked into these two cells. What else is missing from here? 3, 8, 5 and 4, but 4 doesn't interact in any other meaningful way, so let's leave that for now. So we've got another triple in here, which will be 4, 5 and 4, 5 and 7. I can see the 5 and a 7 there, so that has to be the 4, and these are now 5 and 7s, 5s and 7s. So now I know that's got to be an 8. I already knew that before, to be fair, because of these two 8s locking that 8 in there. But this pointer pair of 7 sees this 7, so that's also locked, leaving me with a pair of 5s over there. 5s are also locked in these cells because 7 and 6 are out of play, but that doesn't do anything for us. Okay, so what about this cell? This has to be a 4, that's the only remaining digit, so that pushes out another 4, and that's it. I've got a pair of 5s and 2s in here. I've got a 2, so the 5 and 2 are resolvable, and these 2s now locks a 2 in there, resolves the 9s, so those are done. And now we're left with 5 and 8 in here, and since I had a 5 I know where they go, So 5s and 8s are now locked in those cells as a triple. So let's put them in. I've got another 5-8 pair there, but that's not resolvable just yet. I've got 7-8, so this is 3, 5, and 4. We don't have any 4s. So what else can we do? We've got 6, 7. I've got 6 here, so this is 6, 7, and 8. So this is 7 and 8. No, that's not resolvable just yet. So I'm sure something is staring at me right now, and I'm missing it. 6, 7, and 5 here, but we don't have any 5s. So what else are we missing? Oh yes, this 2 pushes that 2 out, giving us a 2 and 7. So now that resolves the 5 and 7 over here, and also locks a 7 in here because of these 2 rows being taken. That in turn resolves the 6 and 7 over here, and I think, yeah, all the 7s are done. The 6s are now locked in these 2 cells, but I've got 6 over there, so that resolves all the 6s. The 5s are now locked in this cell and this cell, and these 2 cells knocking the 5 out. In fact, yeah, and also this 5 knocks that one out, so that's the 5. And this is the 8, which means another 8 is here, and these are 3s and 4s. Can't resolve them just yet, but that 8 has now been pushed out, which means 8 and 5. I've got 3 and 4 in this pair, but I've got 4 over there, so 3s and 4s are resolvable, which means 4 and 3 are there, and therefore 8 and 4s over there, 3, 5, and 8. And that's today's hard New York Times Sudoku. A really easy one. Didn't have to look for any naked numbers. Although actually I think I did spot a naked number at one point when I was trying to. It was before I started looking at the week numbers 5 and 8, and I spotted it within a triple. I don't remember what the number was, but I think it was somewhere on this row. So yeah, hope that's been useful. I expect most of you to be able to solve this quite easily, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.